had the kind of synchronization that you need to conduct operations that they needed to do.
That frustration can go two ways, right? Because it could lead to a further reduction in Russia's military aims in Ukraine, or it could lead to escalation. I mean, there's a school of thought, Peggy Noonan wrote about this in the Wall Street Journal this weekend, that the worse Putin's army does on the ground, the greater risk that he takes an outlier move, such as using tactical nuclear weapons. And again, I don't want to overstate that risk. I know it is one that the Pentagon takes at least seriously and watches for any signs of. Putin can't lose, right? So do you worry that as he gets more frustrated, that risk becomes greater?
I don't worry about it, Jim, but it is certainly a concern. And I think the intelligence indicators are focused on what might create those kinds of uses of extreme weapons of mass destruction. So I firmly believe that the U.S. government and NATO is watching very closely for any indicators of the use of either chemical or nuclear weapons, and that there will be a reaction to that, or a preemption in some cases, if that happens. So, you know, folks, the pundits since the very beginning have said, well, if we push too hard, Russia is going to use some kind of extreme measure. That certainly is a consideration. But what we've seen so far is Mr. Putin, since the very beginning, has failed in achieving every one of his strategic objectives. He continues to adjust his operational objectives, and even then he continues to fail. So, you know, when you're talking about what is next for him, man, I hope that there's a potential that the Russian people will see what's happening, and as more news gets back to the population, that they will take action and get this individual out of the leadership of Russia.
We'll see. You know, right now the indicators are they don't get much accurate information, but maybe it gets through.
We'll be watching. Lieutenant General Mark Hertling, always good to have you with us. Thank you.